5:30 right now, so I'll call the meeting to order at 5:30. Welcome everyone, and we'll begin with a flag song. Carson, do we have anybody?
No, not yet.
For public comment? Well, to begin with, for student and staff recognition, we would really like to welcome all of our staff members who have gone above and beyond for our students. We've heard a lot of good stories about things that happened during the Wellness Day activities and different things, and so just a big shout out to everyone who's put in a lot of time and effort to try and make things good for our kids. Moving on, is there a motion to adopt the agenda as it has been presented?
Yes.
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Chris, second by Amanda, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Roberta, let's turn the time over to you for
Yep.
superintendent report.
So for my report, I invited Ms. Patty Tinnett and Jenny to come and do a short presentation on the literacy grant that we were awarded.
She has the slides up here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kind of, I can't mirror both sides.
Gotcha.
For those of you that don't know us, Patty and I are the instructional coaches at the elementary school. I'm Jenny Schmitz, and that's Patty Tennant, who's clear over there. Get over here.
I can talk from here.
Oh. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I went too fast.
I don't know how much you guys know about the grant, but we received a grant through the Department of Education. It's for 5 years, but it's contingent from year to year if we meet the requirements throughout the year. One of our first requirements that we had to do was come up with a literacy team, and because we have such a huge district, it's a lot larger than some of the other schools in South Dakota, we've made sure that the different grade bands were all represented. So Jane Shelbourne's the grant manager because she's managing the money and knows the ins and outs of that. We have Roberta as the superintendent, and then Patty and I are kind of the literacy leads that are leading like the professional development and writing the literacy plan. Then from the middle school, we have Jessam, and from the high school, we have Whitney. The multi-grade is Heather Baker. A principal, we have Bobby. For X-Ed, we have Laura Lynn. Jody Jackson is our curriculum person. And then we have Candy Regal, who's doing, she's doing like a,
She's doing an internship, but she's bringing that preschool perspective.
yeah,
She works with
she's
us.
working with Laura Lynn. And then we have Mike Hammer as the high school principal and Dana as the middle school principal. And within that team, we also have different subcommittees that are working on different things to put together our literacy plan. Okay. So the components, so we had to come up with a literacy leadership team. What we've done, we are devising a district literacy plan, and this year we had to have 2 components that are due by March, and that one of them is the literacy leadership. and we have tasks in there, and the other one that we're working on is professional development. Because we felt before we can really implement any of the science of reading, we have to educate people on what the science of reading is. So that's where the bulk of our energy and our time is this year, is in the professional learning of what the science of reading is. We are working with the ELA South Dakota Network, and we have monthly meetings with the people from the Department of Education, and we have to have 4 people at every meeting. There's some family engagement activities that we need to work on. Everybody on the literacy leadership team needs to attend the state literacy conference, and I do believe that admin too, right, Roberta? All the principals. And we had to come up with some universal assessments across the district that all of us are working on. We came up with a vision and a mission statement. Do you need me to read them to you? Should I read them or?
Go for it.
Okay. So our vision statement is all students will have highly trained teachers and targeted support to develop functional literacy skills to fully participate in academic and community life. That's our vision. Our mission, all adults, so everybody that works at the Todd County School District will be committed to provide consistent, high-quality, evidence-based daily instruction aligned with the science of reading to achieve literacy success. The goals and objectives, our short-term goal is that 100% of the Todd County staff will increase their knowledge of the science of reading by May 2027. And the long-term goal is increase the number of third grade students from 14% to 24%, scoring proficient on SD ELA assessments by 2029. And the reason we targeted third grade is because we have to start that foundation. We have to make sure the foundation is there before we go to the older grades. So we're starting from the bottom and going up. It doesn't mean we're not working on the higher grades, but we want to build that really strong foundation first. So component 2, we have 4 or 5 components that we're working, and we're establishing a data collection. And in there, we have the different grade bands. So in K-5, we came up with a universal screener to assess all K-5 students the same way in every one of our buildings. And Patty and I went and we trained all of the staff for K-5 in that universal screener. We've also established some diagnostic and progress monitoring assessments, but we haven't trained anybody in there yet. For a universal screener is what we screen, so we know who's proficient and who's not proficient. And the diagnostic testing is after we get that universal screener, the diagnostic tells us what we need to do with the kids that aren't proficient, what their specific needs are. It breaks it down. And the progress monitoring is how we monitor the progress after we diagnose and have those groups going. Does that make sense? Okay. And then 6 and 8 grade band, we established a universal screener and we're going to pilot it in March. And same way with the high school. We just established a universal screener and we're going to pilot that in March. Patty and I are going to go over to the high school on the 11th and train the high school staff how to give that assessment. And the reason Patty and I are doing that is so that everybody in the district hears the same thing and gets the same information. So there's not different messages being sent out. It's all the same. It's that consistency. The component 3 that we're working on is ongoing professional learning. In the state of South Dakota, the Department of Ed has this platform with science of reading courses in it. There's a K through 5, there's a K1, K through 5, a 6-8 band, and a 9-12 band for literacy, and there's also a content area band that all the teachers in the district have the opportunity to enroll in. And in our district, all the administrators and instructional coaches have enrolled in that course. It's a 3-credit course, and the most of us have finished it already. Okay. The certified staff, 65% have enrolled in the blueprint courses, and we offered a stipend for that, but we had it contingent that you only could have the stipend if you signed your contract, or offered a contract and signed the contract, because we don't want to train people to leave. And that's what happens a lot. So that's why we said, in order to get the stipend, you have to have a signed contract for the next year. And then paraprofessionals, oh, don't mind my typo. 47 have enrolled in that, and their course was like a companion course to ours, and it was only worth 1 credit, but we offered them a stipend to have enrolled. So this year, we're learning about what the science of reading is, so that next year we can start implementing those practices. And one of the subcommittees we have going is how to implement, like through walkthroughs and stuff, how to tell who's teaching the science of reading and how we can support those teachers with the science of reading in their classroom. Okay? And that's the big thing in a nutshell, the whole grant.
Or what we have to do this year.
What we're working on
And you
this year.
said it was a 5-year grant.
Yeah, but it's contingent
Okay.
on us meeting the requirements. And it took a lot of work to get
Lot of work.
accepted. We spent a lot of hours sitting at a table. Jane was a lifesaver. None of us knew how to do that, but
The budget side of it was pretty tough.
we got it, and now we're moving forward.
That sounds promising and exciting.
It does.
Thanks for
We
all the
meet
hard
like,
work.
we meet about once a week, as the whole literacy team, and then the subcommittees meet, so we're meeting every Tuesday. To do the
It
work.
takes a lot of work, a lot of brain power. Patty, did you want to say anything?
No,
over
but
there?
you did a great job.
There's a lot more to it, but yeah.
Good job,
We're
Jen.
just.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Jenny.
you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Did anybody have questions of them before? Thank you.
I think they should have to take the course too.
What?
I said they should all have to take the course too.
That could be your book study.
There you go, it could be our next book study.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, well, thanks.
Good night.
The only other thing I have to add is the calendar, but we can either talk about it now or talk about it when we get to on the agenda.
We can just wait till we get
Okay.
on the agenda, that sounds like it makes more sense. Moving on to item 6.1, surplus sale discussion. Who wants to
I bring that up.
speak on this?
When you're selling stuff, how did we do that before? How did the school do that before?
Basically hired an auctioneer, come in, had a sale date.
Okay. Cherry Todd at work, we use a big iron.
Yeah.
And the only thing we gotta do is clean the vehicle up, they come and take the pictures. We sign the stuff over and it's like 11%, and every 11 or 13%, depending on how big the auction is.
They sell trailers too.
The guy is from Martin, Brad Ott, he will sell anything you throw on him.
We got a lot.
We've got a lot of trailers we need to move, so.
And I guess we did that because people said it wasn't advertised, or it was too local for each of this. But we've sold vehicles clear out to Nova Scotia.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And it gives everybody a fair shot at it, and all that advertising stuff is on them. But
Yeah, I'm not bound to any, however you guys wanna do it, you know, as long as we do it.
I think that's the easiest. I guess there's Purple Wave and there's a few other ones, but
Big Iron?
I feel like Big Iron has been really good for us on a small thing, and as far as I know, whatever we gave him, he's tried to sell it, or he has sold it.
Yeah.
But the one downside is you sign the title over, if it goes for $50, it goes for $50. But if it gets,
Little bird going there? Little bird.
Oh my gosh.
but it does give you a bigger spectrum. I think a bigger spectrum, because they're known across the nation for it, I guess.
I would have a problem with this.
Okay.
Have you had any interest?
You got contact information?
Yes.
Little
I have
bird
a
would just be
phone
the
number
end of
for
it,
him.
I told you guys, but just the one that's reached out.
And I think he wants to use it for fire trucks, or like.
Well, it's not big enough, he's already
Oh.
looked at it for fire trucks, so. We have a lot of locations.
Well, thanks for sharing that, bringing that up.
Okay, I'll get with Roberta and start from there, I guess. Give her my contact info, what I got. All done?
Thank you. Moving on to item 7.1, the action items. Is there anybody that wants to make a motion to approve the consent agenda, or do you have anything you want to pull? What is everybody?
I don't know about that legal character being on summer maintenance.
I'll move.
Second.
Amanda, second by all in favor?
Yes.
Now we're to calendar, 7.2.
All right, so the blue days are in-service days. That first week would be new teachers, along with the paras would come back on that 7th. And that's to keep them pretty equal to where they're at now. And I'm going to put together a paraprofessional ed camp specifically for them and their needs. And then the next week is new teachers returning. They liked having more days, Ethan, to be able to set up their classrooms like we did last year. We gave them a full week, so it wasn't just professional development. It was like you get to come in, you get to set up your classrooms, you know, that type of stuff, so.
So the 10th would be all other staff?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Then the 14th is that orientation day where we bring back kindergarten, 6th grade, freshmen, and any new students. And then the orange days are student days, and there's 157, and then 175 for staff. And like we did this year, we will do grant admin leave on the 27th for the youth, or for the fair, the youth day,
October?
August,
August?
sorry, 27th. Your green days, I was explaining earlier, those are built in because we had some of our surveys indicated giving kids time to make up work when they get closer to the end of the semester, or the quarter, so those are kind of where some of the quarter breaks will be. It'll be like an orientation day, so they get dismissed at 1, but it's specifically to target that. Those 2 pink days are holidays. There was, like I said, really no difference in attendance whether we had school on that day or it was the Friday afterwards. There was just a 5% difference in attendance. That's about it. And then your red ones are your holidays. You got anything?
I'd just like to thank the people that put the time and effort into this. Those guys worked very, very hard. Thought about a lot of different things to make this work. They read all the notes and
The surveys.
surveys and put it together, so I'd like to thank everybody who partook in that.
And thank you for helping with that
Oh,
too.
thank you, yes. And then, he was thinking of the 8th or the 15th for graduation?
Yes.
15th?
I'll have to reach out to him,
Oh, okay.
to Hammer, but it most likely, that's typically when it is.
Did anybody have questions of Chris or Roberta or anything? Anybody else?
No. Thank you.
So is there a motion to recommend to approve the 2026-2027 school calendar as submitted?
I'll move.
Moved by Amanda. Is there a second?
I'll second it, I guess.
Okay, second by Chris. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
I oppose.
Okay.
I oppose because I'm in favor of a 5-day school for the students. I believe they should be at school 5 days a week.
Did you vote? Mark?
But, yeah,
Are you in favor?
Yep.
I guess whatever your vote was would be the.
I would prefer a 5-day school week in a lot of situations. But I know that there are some times when it's really hard to schedule. I don't know, I'm on the fence on this one. I've got a majority that wants to,
Still in place.
I don't know what to do. I'm going to say, I'm gonna go ahead and say I approve this. Is there anything else that anyone wanted to bring to the table? Right. That I've forgotten to?
Other than that one meeting you scheduled, is
Oh,
there
yeah.
any more coming up?
So nothing else, so just to be sure that we're all on the same page, we have a book study and it will be on the 4th, which is a Wednesday,
And admin recommendation.
yes.
Do we have regular meetings?
The 9th, March 9th, I believe. Am I right, Chad Carson? That's your regular one?
Yeah, the 9th is our next regular meeting.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to call in on the 4th because I have a family member that has a surgery that day, so I'll call in.
Okay.
Tim, you can make that one though?
On the 4th, I can.
Okay. So everybody's on. Alright. Okay, so it is 5:51. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting? All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you.
5:51.
Are we taking a picture?
Oh, we need a picture, Carson.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta hold up your
We got a public order.
certificate. I gotta send it in to social report.
Whichever one Friday night and then.
What is, what days is it?